Katie Porter should be the governor of California. This is an incredible launch ad. She's absolutely qualified. On to the next part. This is great news. I missed this. I don't know. Was it from yesterday? It was from yesterday, but I missed it yesterday. Boy, it was a nice day. Katie Porter in the house.
Californians hear a lot of excuses from elected officials.
That's a complex problem.
That's proving challenging.
That's not my job.
It's too hard.
What a bunch of bullshit. What we need is new ideas, a willingness to take on dangerous leaders and their corrupt enablers, the courage to lead in this moment. It's going to take all of that to solve the challenges that we face right now: a rapidly changing economy, a dangerously changing climate, costs that are out of control, housing and healthcare out of reach for millions, and fundamental rights that are in jeopardy. What California needs now is a little bit of hope and a whole lot of grit. Fresh blood and new ideas, and leaders with the backbone to fight for what's right. That's why I'm running for governor. I first ran for office to hold Trump accountable. I feel that same call to serve now to stop him from hurting Californians. In Congress, I held the Trump administration's feet to the fire when they hurt Americans. As governor, I won't ever back down when Trump hurts Californians. Whether it's holding up disaster relief, attacking our rights and our communities, or screwing over working families to benefit himself and his cronies. We don't have to choose between defending our values and tackling our challenges, working with businesses and protecting workers to create good jobs and a thriving economy, keeping our communities safe and upholding individuals' rights. As governor, I'll bring all voices to the table to hear good ideas, no matter who they come from or what else we may agree or disagree on. I'll work with anybody and I'll say no to anybody because I've never been for sale and I never will be. That's how I got billions back from drug companies that rip patients off and passed a law cracking down on health insurance companies that wrongfully deny care. It's how I passed legislation to raise firefighter pay. And it's how I'll make damn sure that California always protects abortion rights, LGBTQ rights, and our immigrant communities. And never lets big oil, big banks, or big pharma screw people over. I've been a U.S. Congresswoman, holding powerful interests accountable when they cheated taxpayers. I've been a consumer protection advocate, helping families protect their homes from predatory banks. I've been a teacher training our next generation of advocates for our rights. And yes, I'm a mom who's invested in our kids' futures and actually knows the price of groceries. I've only ever been motivated by one thing: making Californians' lives better. And I'll go toe-to-toe with anyone who tries to hurt Californians. Because that's what it means to have the courage to solve our toughest problems, to build on our progress, to fight for you. That's the leadership California deserves.
You see the accomplishments that are listed? Like, this is, I don't know how anybody can watch this and be like, I don't want Katie Porter. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. The only objection to Katie Porter is she's a Democrat. I can only imagine. This is the same shit that you would hear if you sat down with your conservative friends and you didn't talk about politics and you just talked about what the country needs. She absolutely should be governor. If I was Kamala Harris, I would drop out of the race right now for governor. I don't know if she's officially, I don't think she's officially said she's in the race for governor. It's been floated. And the Democrats should all immediately back off and put in Katie Porter. Not only does she have the perspective of somebody who has worked in Congress, who works bipartisanly through Congress, who consistently is on message in Congress, who gives us, the American people, something tangible that we can take to our friends and explain why we like the things that we like, why we support the things that we support. There should be no challenger to Katie Porter. And I get that that's anti-democratic. This is just my own heart. Katie Porter should be the governor of California. This is an incredible launch ad. She's absolutely qualified. I believe, is she a single mother or was a single mother? I don't know what her current status is. She has talked about being a single mother. I don't know what her relationship status is now. She's an incredible human being. One of the most uniquely good people to run for any office. Like, she is just good. if we can't come together with Katie Porter, I don't know what we're gonna do. And she's gonna go up against that dirtbag who when while the fires were going in LA, he's the first one to call every news organization and be like, oh, look, California sucks. They're burning down the buildings. Oh, this might be arson. And then he goes in and he buys up all these dilapidated properties, and then he goes and he makes a fortune off of them. You get a fucking slumlord. Is that what you want, California? You're choosing between Katie Porter and a slumlord. Choose Katie Porter. Don't choose slumlords. Johnny said Kamala's running for president in 2028. Yeah, I'd imagine Kamala's running for president in 2028. I don't know why she wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know if she'll get the nomination or not. I've soured a bit on Kamala as a campaigner. God, it's weird to see a political ad and not be like, you're so full of shit. Like, everybody's political ads are so shitty and hyperbolic. This isn't. That's who Katie Porter is. Who said that? Somebody said, I'd love to see what Kamala does with an entire campaign season. Look, Kamala's only shot. The only chance Kamala has of winning she might win the DNC, but the only chance she really has of winning the presidency is if she comes out and disavows some of the stuff that she was lukewarm on. She can't run and be this pro-Israel candidate. You can't run and be pro-Israel. You can't run and be pro-fracking or seen as a fence sitter on fracking. Look, they're like, oh, you have to be okay with fracking or you won't win Pennsylvania. Well, you didn't win Pennsylvania, and maybe there's a bunch of people who felt let down in Pennsylvania because you weren't pro-fracking. I don't think everybody in Pennsylvania is pro-fracking. I think those are the people that work in that industry and they're afraid of money. Kamala will have to reinvent herself if she's going to win. She's going to have to go back to the version of her before she was vice president, and then she's going to have to take it up about 10 notches. She's not an effective campaigner. I liked Kamala. I had no problem with Kamala. I understood what she was doing. It's the only rally I'd been to since a Trump rally forever ago. I'm not I talk politics, but like politically, I'm not that active. I don't really like the party. I don't like the direction the party's going in my state, at least. And so I'm not terribly active. And I don't want to be seen as partisan. But I don't know about Kamala Harris. We'll see. She's going to have to reinvent herself, though. And I think we should be open to that, but we'll see. Moderate was not the best route. It energized no one. Exactly.